Alright, we're going to go ahead and talk about square roots. So we're going to start out with the square root of 25. When we're talking about square root and we write square root, we use this symbol for the square root. So the square root of 25 is a number that when we multiply it by itself, it equals 25. So that's going to be positive 5. This problem tells us to find the square root of 25, which is 5, and then we're going to multiply it times negative 1. That's what the negative sign tells us to do. So this is going to be negative 1 times the square root of 25, or negative 5. Now here you'll notice that we have a plus and a negative sign, a positive and a negative sign, which means it wants us to list both of the roots for 25. So our answer is going to be positive or negative 5, because positive 5 times positive 5 equals 25, and negative 5 times negative 5 equals 25. Now this one is a little bit tricky, so you have to be careful because you're going to notice that the negative sign is inside of the radical sign or the square root sign. So the square root of negative 25 is actually no solution. Remember that we said negative 1 times the square root of 25 was equal to negative 5. But notice that the negative sign is outside of the radical sign, whereas the negative sign in this one is inside. And you can't find a number that is the same, that when you multiply you get a negative number. So we're going to continue to practice. The square root of 144 is going to be 12, because 12 times 12 is 144. This one is negative 1 times 12, which is going to be negative 12. This one asks for the positive and the negative root of 144, which is positive and negative 12. And this one, because the negative is inside the radical, is no solution. Now, we can use this when we're solving equations. So this is x squared is equal to 16. Now the 2 tells us that we're going to have 2 solutions. So here we go. We're going to take the square root of x squared and the square root of 16, because whatever we do on one side, brother-sister rule says we do on the other side. The square root and the 2 will cancel out each other, so that will equal x. And then because we know we need 2 solutions, it's looking for the positive and the negative root of 16, which is going to be 4. All right, we're going to look here. This again reminds us that we're going to have 2 solutions. So we're going to take the square root of x squared and take the square root of 49. These cancel each other out. So x is equal to the positive and the negative answer for 49, which is going to be positive or negative 7. And that's how you do square roots.